Is The View spreading misinformation about false positives? God, they better not. Let's get into it on the Derek O'Shea Show. Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show, where we discuss culture, news, politics, and more. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the revolution. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. I want to talk about this because I feel like I can't believe no one talked about this. Probably because they're worried about their YouTube channel being banned. I just don't care. Make sure you follow me on Rumble in case my YouTube channel goes down. Whatever. But I'm just going to talk about what happened on The View. You might say, Derek, The View sucks. Don't talk about them. And you're right. I do suck, and so does The View. But I think this is an important story that was easily glossed over, one of those things. Easily, and we're easily distracted by the news. We're more focused on Joe Biden. But in COVID-related news, this is what happened on The View as they had Kamala Harris about to come on the show.
Two of you to step off for a second.
Okay. Anna and
we're going to bring you back later.
Have to leave.
Yeah. Yes.
And we'll tell you why.
Oh, no.
Later. It's a tease.
It's a tease. It's so teasy.
Come on, man. So shall I introduce the vice president?
Yes.
Okay. So, vice president, no.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
Shall we dance? Let's do a tap dance.
Okay, we're going to dance.
Since this is going to be a major news story any minute now. Yeah.
No, but yeah, we're huge. We're the news. We're The View.
Both apparently tested positive for COVID. No matter how hard we try, these things happen. They probably have a breakthrough case, and they'll be okay, I'm sure, because they're both vaccinated up the wazoo. You know, a lot of vaccines. So.
Do you see? Those of you who are just listening, you could see her voice inflection in her face of how nervous she was to even talk about a breakthrough case. There can't be anything negative to say about the vaccine. And if I do, I'm going against my father, who has all the power and resides over me, Dr. Fauci. I haven't seen Dr. Fauci very much on the news. I wonder why. How's that COVID-19 thing going on? Anyways, so then this came out today on The View. And let's watch this.
To report that Sonny and Anna's Friday results turned out to be false positives, and everyone is safe, healthy, and COVID-free. Okay? No one's got it. It was a mistake of some sort. So, Brian, where is he?
I'm here.
You had a special outfit on that day for the vice president.
Okay, I may go on the joke about stuff, but here's the thing. These people talk about COVID case numbers all the time. And they talk about different states, about their COVID case numbers, and how big of a deal it is, and etc. These two people tested positive for COVID. They were forced to leave. They were retested the next day. Turns out they're negative, and they tested again negative. These people are rich. They get tested every single day. You aren't that way, and neither am I. So if I go in, I feel like crap, I go in to get tested, and I get a positive, do I have money like them to go in and get retested over and over again to see if it's a false negative? Or do I just go on the assumption that I have COVID and maybe I'm quote unquote asymptomatic? See, people, I've been talking to nurses in the nursing community, and they've been wondering about this false positive thing for a long time. But it's seen as a hush hush, you're not allowed to talk about that. That would never happen kind of attitude. But as COVID progresses and things happen, stuff like this becomes okay to talk about all of a sudden, right? We're allowed to talk about the Wuhan lab leak. Are we allowed to talk about false positives now? Because if that's the case, is the CDC numbers of daily case count correct? Or are there false positives in there? I'm not saying yes, and I'm not saying no. I'm asking you, what do you think? Because I think a lot of people aren't like these people that can get tested all the time. I think they're normal people like you and me. They get tested. Maybe you don't even feel any symptoms, and your job forces you to get tested because you're not vaccinated. All of a sudden, you get popped for COVID. I was talking to people online today about this, and they said, actually, that happened to me, and I was forced to be out of work for 2 weeks, and I felt nothing. And then they said I retested, and I got negative, but my work didn't allow me to come back because of the one test that came out as positive. How many times has this happened? And how many of those numbers are counted? Look. No one's talking about this story, and I think that's weird. I think it's one of those things that were easily glossed over and seen as, I don't know, a false positive. That's a thing, right? Or are we so fixated on case numbers? See, I've always said we should be fixated on deaths and hospitalization rates, but the news media likes the case numbers because the bigger number and it creates more hysteria and it creates more emotion in you. And so does CDC, and so does our beautiful government, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Google. How could I forget you, big goo? But what are your thoughts? Please text me or call me at 720-727-7572. That's 720-727-7572. Call or text. Let me know your thoughts on this view segment, or get in the comments below if you're listening, or you can email me at theDerekO'SheaShow@gmail.com. I want to know your thoughts because I think this was not talked about, and I think it's funny when liberals have to admit stuff like this because it's like, oh, I guess it's not just crazy white cisgender male Trump supporters, huh? That say this kind of stuff. It's you guys, but you guys are allowed to say it because you can say whatever you want. You're the liberal. You're part on the liberal side, so you get the pass to be wrong. As Axios just took down a post about the whole whipping thing incident that turned out it wasn't whipping, and they just took it. I'm just take it down. Whatever. Everyone will forget. Everyone that reads our stuff will forget. No big deal. We're the liberal media. We can get away with that. But if you in the conservative side, if you say anything wrong, we're gonna crush you forever. Because you're spreading misinformation. It's different for you. It's spreading when you say it's misinformation, but when I say it, it's crap. We messed up, and people will forget anyways. Here's the view popping off with false positives. No one's talking about because what are the likelihood that you go in and get tested and you get popped for COVID? Maybe you get sick. Maybe you don't. Maybe you get sick and you have the cold and you get popped. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying this is happening, because I'm not trying to get my channel banned. And I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm just saying it happened on The View. So what are the likelihoods that it happened to you or people around you? You let me know. You get banned. Let me know. I hope you guys have a great day. I freaking love you guys. Oh, gosh. I love The View so much. I mean, aren't they just peaches? Aren't they just little peaches? Have a great day. Bye.